no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What is the deal? It is your boy Marley Bet, and this is Brothers and Bets NFL show. We back, baby. Got the pigskin on the field. Meet me at the 50. And after that, meet me at the window so we can cash. Today, it's only right we start the season off with the homie LJ from Houston. Me and LJ go back a ways, man. We've told this story on both our channels 1,000 times, so there's no need to really get back to that. But we've been doing this for a while, man, so it's only right I bring you in on the first show. Quick plug, we're doing LJ show on Friday. So y'all tune in. We go do the whole NFL breakdown. Today we go break down about what we got, like 6 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll break down those 6 plus the rest of the games on LJ show on Friday. While I'm speaking for LJ, what's the deal, LJ? Go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
Hey, man. At LJ from Houston, appreciate you. Brothers and Bets, back again. And, this is where it started, Like I told Marley, he's one of the people that put me on to this sports betting. And he's changed my life, and I really appreciate him for doing that. Now, we can break this NFL schedule down because it's time to get some money. Yes. And I'm very, very excited about the football season, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, I feel good about the season. I started college last week. We posted the plays. I went 3-0 on the picks that we gave out. So I'm feeling real good about the college football. Not just college, about football season in general. I'm locked in. I took a break. Didn't bet baseball this season. So I got too much. I be having too much shit going on. Everybody know my kids, football, all that stuff, coaching, working. Sometimes I just needed a break. But I've been focusing on football. I'm ready to go. NFL, I don't know about you, but I always say, it's the toughest sport to bet. It's the most popular, but it's the toughest sport to bet to me just because of the parity. It's like any given Sunday is real shit in my books. But, and segueing into that, I'm getting good at this shit. Segue into any given Sunday. This is going. The NFL football gods have blessed us in week 1, like from start to finish. Thursday game, obviously AFC Championship rematch. I'm not going to read off actual factuals because obviously we don't have them. It's week 1. Everything we have is based off last year, and it's a new team on both sides of the ball. Yeah, the main characters are there, but supporting roles have changed. Coaches have changed. Players have changed. So I'm not going to bother reading the actual factuals probably for the first couple of weeks. So let's just jump on Thursday night football. Big time game. Ravens at the Chiefs. AFC rematch, championship rematch. Lamar, Patrick Mahomes. Let's get it. Chiefs are -3 at Arrowhead. The total was 46 earlier. It's moved up to 47. LJ, take it away. What we got starting out this week?
Man, we have an excellent matchup that, like you just mentioned, the NFL gods has given us on this Thursday evening. And I'm very excited because I believe Baltimore is, remember, the AFC Championship. And I believe they're going to come in here and play a game, Marley. Not to say they're going to win, but full disclosure, I'm taking the points. And here's why.
Okay.
Baltimore, we know how great their defense was. Number 1 takeaways, number 1 points, allowed. We all know that. They lost some key elements, a couple of linebackers, but my opinion, they still got the main hog, and that's Raekwon Smith. So as long as they got him, I believe Baltimore is a well-established franchise that they're going to keep the necessary parts that they need to be competitive on that side of the ball. Now, when we get to the offensive side of the ball, it's all about Lamar Jackson. And I believe the fact that they got Derrick Henry now, that gives the rushing attempts to him, and Lamar can focus on passing from the pocket. Because a lot of times he likes to scramble, make plays, run for the first down. Not to say he can't get it. He's very dynamic, but I just believe the offense will work better if you give him a little passing as well. Because now you have Derrick Henry that could take those loads while Lamar picked apart the defenses. So we get to Kansas City. We already know defending champions, Patrick Mahomes, he's the GOAT in my opinion right now. So the championship goes through him. And I believe Baltimore understands that. They felt that last year. And I believe they're going to come here and make a statement, Marley. I mean, not to say that Kansas City's not going to put up a fight. Both these teams are definitely going to be there at the end, we know. But as far as just looking at this game right here specifically, because Kansas City doesn't cover the spread at home. They cover the spread on the road, but they will win the game at home, usually on a field goal, a big play, something like that. So the fact that Mahomes can make big plays when it's needed, I'm not going to take the money line. I believe it'll end on a field goal, and Kansas City may get that field goal. So even if I take the 3, I push, I don't lose, I'm good with that. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not surprised if Baltimore come in here and win this game.
Yeah, I'm with you for the most part. I think it's gonna be a tight game, and you know, if it's a tight game, you would like to have the 3 in your back pocket, right? That makes sense. It's definitely the smarter play of the 2. I think it's gonna be tight. I think what scares me about the Ravens is the defensive coordinator is gone. Clowney's not there anymore. That's like 8 sacks he had last year. I know he's older, but he's still it's not just Clowney, it's Clowney and Queen.
Yeah.
I liked Roquan Smith and Queen together. That was fucking nice. I wish they could have figured out a way to get it done. I'm sure it was money. Secondary is amazing, right? Kyle Hamilton, I think Marcus Smith is his last name. Smith, is it Smith? I think it's
I'm not sure.
Other safety. I'm worried about the defensive coordinator a little bit, slightly. Is the defense going to be good? Of course it is. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry should lead the league in rushing again. I don't know if it's going to be exactly what it was last year, but I would expect them to be at least in the top 5 rushing attack, right? I worry about the receivers as always with this team. Zay Flowers, I like him. I don't know what he can do. I like Likely the tight end. I'm worried about the passing attack, but they need to run the ball. That was the thing in the playoffs. They was trying to throw the ball way too much, and they got away from what they do well. Now we go to the Chiefs. They need to run the ball. If they can dominate the run game and just now the Chiefs defense, that goes back to the Chiefs. Chiefs defense was solid last year. I worry a little bit about the loss of Snead, but I don't know if the Ravens got the receivers to take advantage of that. So that kind of scares me. So this is what I did, LJ. I'm on the under. I got the under at 47. I feel like both of these teams defensively is going to have success against the other's offense. The Chiefs are missing Hollywood Brown, so that's their deep threat. And like you said, they don't cover a lot at home. They're not the high-powered offense that they started out as. You know what I mean? There's no I don't know why my mind went blank. Cheetah, Tyreek Hill. There's no, and your since that core have broke up, they haven't really got Hartman. They don't got nobody that really stretched the field. That's Hollywood Brown. He's out this game. So now we talking Pachinko, a lot of run Pachinko, probably a lot of Travis Kelce underneath. And I'm thinking the Ravens are going to try to run the ball. We just got this big new shiny toy in Derrick Henry to go along with one of the most electrifying quarterbacks as far as running the ball with Lamar Jackson. I assume we're going to see a lot of on the ground. So I'm going to ride with the clock moving. The last time they played the AFC Championship was like 17-10, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to ride that wave. I don't think we get a lot of scoring. And if I'm not mistaken, primetime NFL games on Thursdays, they go under.
Yep.
That was the trend, right? So I'm all over under 47. It's crazy that it went up because it was at 46. So I don't know. I mean, I guess they're thinking, it's going to be I don't know why they think it's a lot of offense because, it baffles me. But I'm on the under. I feel you with the +3. I definitely wouldn't take the Chiefs -3 just because I think it's going to be a tight game. I don't want to give up 3 points in a tight game. I don't know who wins because I can understand what you're saying. We could be looking at a 3-point ball game. Chiefs kick a field goal,
or Justin Tucker kick a 50-yard field goal.
Right. So
it could go either way.
Either way. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start throwing out scores this year just for the hell of it. I'm thinking I'm thinking like maybe 2023.
Okay, I can see that.
I don't know who though.
No, I get you under though, because I have
That's
trend
the
to
thing.
back it up. You know, Kansas
Right.
City was 8-1 to the under at home last year, 12-5 to the under as a favorite. So the trends point to your theory, you know, and I'm not mad at that under. They both gave up, like I said, 16, 17 points a game. So, hey, I'm right there. I feel you, but I just believe the Ravens are coming here and want to, you know, get that bad blood out their mouth from the AFC Championship. That's just
Let me ask you this. I'll talk to them like the Ravens lose. Does that stick in their head?
Yeah, but I think it just depends on how they lose. If they get blew out, you know what I'm saying, or if they lose on a heartbreaking turnover or something like that. You know, it just depends on how they lose. But you know, I wouldn't. Like I said, there's a possibility they can lose, but we both saying it's a close game. We will be very shocked if one of these teams get blew out. You get what I'm saying? Right. So, I'm right there with you. Yeah. I'm not mad at you under.
All right, let's take it to Friday. Look like we're going overseas. I think this is in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken, São Paulo. We got Jordan Love and the Packers. They're going to meet the Eagles in Brazil. Hurts and his new toy is Saquon Barkley. The Eagles are the favorite, small favorite, -2.5. We're looking at a total of 49. Again, no actual factuals. The season just started. So, you know, we just talk about the teams a little bit, what they did in the offseason and what kind of moves they made, what they're projected to do. I mean, obviously for the Packers, Jordan Love just got his money, got his deal. He should be happy. Got a bunch of young receivers that you expect them to pick up right where they left off in the playoffs. Definitely a high-power offense. I can't think of the coach's name. I don't know. LaFleur. There we go. Is it LaFleur?
Yeah, Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur, right? LaFleur. Hey, since he's gotten there, he's been good. Let's just be real about the situation. He's been good with Aaron Rodgers, without Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's been good. And we look at Philly, they added Saquon Barkley. I think they picked up some DBs to boost to the secondary. I can't exactly remember who right now. But we got issues with the head coach and the quarterback. So I don't know how that's going to work. That's kind of, I guess it's not weird, but like, I haven't dug enough into the issues of why they don't like each other. They keep saying like everything's cool, but obviously you got to keep saying everything cool, then it's not cool. Because we don't wonder about like Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. They don't ever got to come out and say everything cool. So it's some shit going on. I don't like how Philly ended the season personally, LJ. That still has left a sour taste in my mouth. And I don't think like, yeah, they brought in Saquon Barkley, right? But the running game really wasn't a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I think Swift was the back last year. Wasn't it Swift from Detroit? He's a good back. I think their running game was actually okay. I can't remember where they finished that in the season. Now, obviously, Saquon's a piece, but I will not bet this Philly team until I see this Philly team succeed. This team ended the season last year. What did they win? Like 1 of 8 at the end of the season?
Yeah, they started off
out like right,
and then something like that, 10-1. Yeah, took a nosedive.
Then straight nosedive at the end of the season. There's no way I can back that. So give me the high power. Yes, I'm calling them high powered until otherwise. Give me Jordan Love, and normally LJ anything less than 3 when I'm getting points, 2.5. I tend to just money line that. And I'm going to stick to that. Why am I going to, if it's not a field goal, you know what I mean? I feel like, and I hate that it'll be one of those times where, it's a 2-point or a 1-point victory. You get that last second field goal. But neutral field, neutral site, love Jalen Hurts. Obviously, Texas product, Channel View right up the street. Yep. But I got to see it to believe it. And I haven't seen it. But I've seen it with the Packers, especially offensively. I'm taking Jordan Love, especially he's happy. He just got his money. They going to Brazil. Let your hair back. I like Love. Packers money line, LJ.
Hey, I'm right there with you, bro. I took the 2.5, just to be safe. I haven't took the money line yet. I was gonna probably wait till Sunday to see where it was, but I'm right there with you. Simply because I just think it's too much going on with the Eagles. You get what I'm saying? You mentioned the coach and the quarterback. And I can say Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts. Like, is their chemistry going to be, perfect out the gate? I don't think so. I think they're going to have to get used to each other for the most part. So I like the addition. I mean, it's amazing that he was able to stay in the division and go to a team. So once he plays his division, he's already knows those teams. So I think Philly would be more bet on playing the division, more so playing out of their, division in the conference, because I think they're vulnerable. Like you mentioned, a secondary. Can we trust them? They added some pieces, but it's a new defensive coordinator. So they're going to have to get adjusted to each other as well. I just think it's too much uncertainty going on with the Philadelphia Eagles. Not to mention, the secondary, they gave up 255 passing yards last year. That was ranked 30th. So Jordan Love is a good quarterback. And if you're giving up 255 yards passing, he's going to eat you live. You see what I'm saying? Because, his completion percentage was, really, really, really good last year. Not to mention 7 out of his last 10 games, he won. And they didn't, they played some cupcakes, but they also played Detroit, Kansas City, in that schedule. So they played some good teams as well. So he really showed us going into the playoffs, as we saw, that he's their future. Definitely. Now, they're still young for the most part, and that's going to be a little concerning for me, the experience. You get what I'm saying? So I took the points, like you said, but I'm just, I'm looking at high scoring too, just because I think, both these teams averaged 24 points last year. So I believe it's going to be high scoring, and another bet probably be just to take the over. You get what I'm saying? But I took the points.
I looked at that over. And then I started thinking about, all right, you got two high-powered offenses, right? They can crack 50. That's what you need. That's 20, 25, 25, right? But then I was like, man, they're going to be in Brazil.
Yeah, that's true. Familiar, yeah. I get that.
I don't know what they're going to be doing the night before the game, Saturday night. You know what I mean? You might be, I don't know if they off. No. Excuse me. This is
Friday.
It's Friday, right?
Yeah. So this is during the week. Game?
Yeah. I still don't know. I don't know.
I didn't bet it. I'm just
going.
Yeah, I didn't bet it. I'm just taking the numbers. Uncertainty. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I'm right there.
Man, they might be out there fucking them Brazilian girls, like doing.
Man. But we got two offensive-minded head coaches right here, so we can expect points, But I think Green Bay added some to their defense. They're going to be able to stop the run, because that was an issue for them last year, trying to stop the run. So if they take care of that, stop the run, the secondary is elite to where they can get some turnovers, because they had 18 turnovers last year. So I believe the Packers stick with a close game, maybe another field goal to win, So Packers plus 2.5. I got it.
Packers plus 2.5. I got you. All right.
And we're going to keep record this year, too, just so the people,
I do that all the time. I got it already. Got the banner already set up.
That's what's up. So, yeah, be transparent around here.
It's already good. All right, man, let's talk about the other Texas team, the ones with the star on their helmet, the Dallas Cowboys, after a lot of bullshit in the offseason and a lot of just noise because they're the Cowboys. They kick it off. They're going to Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, he had a shoulder injury he just came back from. I think. Shoulder injury he just got back from at the crib with the Browns. They're hoping that he got to show up this year, because if not, that contract just looks really stupid. If it doesn't look really stupid already, they got to get something out of Mr. Watson. And it just, I don't feel bad, but I almost feel bad, because he is one of the toughest divisions in football. Like, it's going to be hard to make something happen. Especially then, it kind of looked bad when Joe Flacco comes out and performs the way he did, even though he was hurt. As far as Watson, he was hurt. But, the Browns are a talented team offensively, and they had one of the best defenses, at least at home. I don't know what happened with the defense on the road. It's just like they were fucking night and day. This LJ, you know what? I went first last time. You take this one away. I'm curious to see.
Well, very intriguing matchup as well. It's the reason why we picked these games to talk about. Dallas, like you mentioned, a lot of noise in the offseason. CeeDee Lamb finally signed, but you have to understand that Dak is still not under contract, and I believe that that's going to be something that's going to be lingering throughout the season. and I just believe it's going to be a lot of distractions on this team. Plus, not to mention, they're starting 2 rookie offensive linemen on that team, and are they going to be able to protect Dak? I mean, Dak's been sacked a lot when he's not protected. So Cleveland is a team that can attack the quarterback. They got Myles Garrett, the leader on the defensive end. So if they get after the ball,
They do.
And they had the number 1 total defense last year overall. So all that said, I simply just could say that Dallas is very different on the road than they are at home. They averaged 37 points last year at home. On the road, 23 points. That is a 2 touchdown difference, ladies and gentlemen. And not to mention, they have to go against the number 1 defense last year to start the season. No, I don't think it's going to be too good for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm not saying that Deshaun Watson is going to have this spectacular game because he has his issues as well. We already know he gave up the ball a lot, 23 interceptions last year. Cleveland had the most giveaways at 37. So that's the reason why they weren't able to sustain their offense, because they couldn't stay on the field because of injuries and turnovers. So they need to fix that, because they are a running team, and I believe that they can control the run game, even though they don't got Chubb. I believe they still have enough to control the line of scrimmage on Dallas and keep Dak Prescott off the field, make him play from behind. Because when Dak Prescott plays from behind, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He tends to turn the ball over. So, all that being said, I am on Cleveland money line minus 140, ladies and gentlemen, because I believe the number 1 defense is going to turn the ball over on Dallas and make Dak Prescott look like the average quarterback that he is.
Oh, man. So, hold on, Cowboys. I'm sorry, not Cowboys. Browns.
Yes.
Browns money line.
Browns money line, baby.
All right, so I wanted to take a total here, or I'm going to take a total here.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted the under just because of what you said about the Cowboys. They Jekyll and Hyde home and away with the offense. 37 points at home, 23 on the road. But the 23 is like, right? If the Browns get 20, then we go over. So with that being said, I do think Deshaun Watson, they will be better. I think he will be. I think he's motivated. I think he hears a lot of the noise that he has to play well. I think we can all agree that he's talented and he can get it done. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the offense. I don't know what the reason may be. But he has receivers. He has weapons. Chubb's not there. Chubb will be back, but it doesn't matter for this game in particular. I think they can give me 20 to 24. And I think the Cowboys can also give me 20 to 24. And if we get a 20-24 type game, because I do think it's not going to be a shootout. But I just think 41 is set so low. And I'm going to go over the total because I think we get like a 21, 24, 20, 23.
Very possibility.
I think we get one of those type of ball games before we get a 10-17. You know what I mean? I think both defenses are really good. I won't deny that. I hate to say I know Dak and them, the offense is good. They are good. They are talented. I don't know who's going to run the ball. That's a problem.
Ezekiel.
I hope not.
They got Dalvin Cook too.
Right. They got Cook. I don't know how much of the playbook, he knows to be effective. I don't know how effective he can even be. That's going to be a problem. But Dak has shown, in the regular season, Dak has been MVP type play.
At home.
So, I know.
At home. 72 completion percentage at home, 66 completion percentage on the road.
I just feel like the total is so low.
No, I get what you did. I get that because field goals can be a part. Let's just say this scenario. They turn the ball over in the other side of the field. You know what I'm saying? In the other team's possession. They don't have to score a touchdown. They can just kick field goals all day, you know? And I get you. It could be a 20-17 game, bro. Or 2020, you know what I'm saying? 2020, 23-20. I get you. But I just believe Cleveland is just a better team right now because they didn't have a lot of change. You know, Dallas has had change on both sides of the ball. And I think it's going to take time, especially an offensive line that's a rookies, to adapt to NFL football. And they're going against a defensive line that could get after the quarterback. So I just don't see them protecting him for Dak to have time to make plays. I just don't see that happen.
21. That's all I need.
Hey,
21.
I get you. The field goal kicker can get that. Dak could get a touchdown or a rushing touchdown. That's 7. The field goal kicker could get 3 more field goals. I see that easily happen because they got a good field goal kicker. So both teams actually. So yeah, man, I could easily see this a field goal game, and it goes over the total, right over the total. It'll be like 42. It'll be right at 42.
Hey, that's all I'm asking. All I'm asking for is 42.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Nothing less. Just give me 42, and we good. We good to go. Let's talk about the best team in the Texas area right now. We all know who that is. There isn't a question. Talking about the goddamn Houston, Texas divisional game going up against the Colts in Indianapolis. The Colts are a +3. That pisses me off too that they're a +3 at home. God, come on, Vegas. Can we do better than that? +3? Jeez.
Push. Don't push.
Damn.
That's what they telling us.
Total is at 49. And look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Anybody that see this later, and I ain't do a good marketing job as far as promoting the show beforehand, because we just been back and we've been busy, and it'll get better. But those that's watching this later, look, when it comes to these goddamn Houston, Texas, I am completely and utterly 100% biased. God damn it, I am a Houston Texan fan. So take my words carefully when we make bets on here. I'm not saying I ain't go just. I'm just always taking the Texas, but I'm just saying keep that shit in mind because right behind Patrick Mahomes is like CJ Stroud in my mind. He's right there.
Right there, huh? Right there.
I know he's not right there. Like I know he got a long way to go, but he's right there, goddamn. And if he win a Super Bowl, because a lot of people picking us as sleeper teams. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying
possibility.
It's possible.
Yes,
we get the right matchup. Get the right road. It's definitely a possibility. Man, with that being said, though, I don't think, Anthony Richardson is somebody I do want to talk about. Like, if he can stay healthy, I think that kid is has potential to be a really good quarterback in this league. He's big, he can run. Hasn't shown us the ability to throw yet, but I mean he's been hurt. But I remember when did he get hurt against us last year?
He got a concussion, but then he came back and then he hurt his shoulder.
I remember the game where he got the concussion and he looked kind of good.
No, he did great. He scored 2 rushing touchdowns on us, I believe.
Yeah,
he got hurt on that last touchdown.
So he scares me a tad bit, but no, he's not a rookie, but he ain't really get a lot of experience last year.
Not at all.
I'm just high on what we did. I think the addition of Stephon Diggs, along with, more importantly, Tank Dell coming back. Like, that's gonna just open the offense up, and hopefully Mixon can give us if he can just give us what he gave him, what he gave Cincinnati. That's just perfect. You know what I'm saying? I think we continue to see the progress with CJ. I don't think he goes through a sophomore slump. Honestly, I think sophomore slumps are kind of like things of the past when we're talking about the better quarterbacks. And I think CJ is here to stay. I think, like I said, he's right below in my book. Not right below, but, he's I can't call him the second. But in my world, he's like the second best quarterback because Joe Burrow hurt all the time, and I don't believe in Josh Allen. And he's not Lamar, but he can throw it better than Lamar. Like, as far as, in my opinion, he's reading the defenses, and you can't say Lamar never had weapons. Because CJ didn't have no weapons, according to everybody else before last year. Nobody was saying Nico Collins was a weapon, and Schultz and Tank Dell. He was a third round pick, fourth round pick,
somewhere around there. I don't know off the top of my head.
Draft. So we can't just.
He won a first round pick. We know that,
right? So I mean, I think that's a fair comparison to say. So in my mind, like, he is definitely elite. And hopefully he can take us to the promised land. That being said, man, I'm definitely riding with the Texans, and I am going to take the -3 because I do think we can win by at least a touchdown. I'm not sure about the Colts offense, and they gave us a little bulletin board material with old buddy talking shit about CJ. I can't remember his quote. I should have wrote it down. Thought I can remember, but no. But I just think we're the better team. I think it's our division to own. I think outside of Jacksonville, probably. And I think they're the next, our next best competition. I think Richardson has a long way to go. They still do got Pittman and running back Taylor, Jonathan Taylor. So, but I think with what the additions we made on defense, and obviously our coach is a defensive minded coach. I don't want to say I think I agree with the pundits because I hate how everybody's talking about us and using the Super Bowl word, but we are a really good team this year, and we just got to go back it up. It shows it on paper. I think we caught a lot of teams by surprise last year. Obviously, we're not going to catch those same teams by surprise again. We're definitely going to get everybody's best shot. I just think the Colts' best shot is not better than our best shot. So, give me the -3. I think this is going to be like a touchdown or so game. I'm thinking 27-20 type ball game. You know what I mean? 3 touchdowns, 2 for Stroud through the air, 1 for Mixon on the ground, maybe 2 field goals somewhere up in there. So that I like the Texans. I like the -3. Call me a homer, whatever. That's just how I feel, Jay.
Hey, not mad at you. I'm rocking with my hometown team as well. So, but far as this matchup, Texans beat the Colts last game of the season to get into the playoffs and win the division. So that right there gives me hesitation a little bit, simply because this is a divisional game. And you mentioned Anthony Richardson. He may be ultimately, this top flight NFL quarterback everybody wants him to be. But what we saw, the little that we saw of him last year, his decision making and his accuracy was still questionable.
It's shaky.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So I'm not saying he's just going to turn that around. You get what I'm saying? Off the rip, he's still going to have to get some game time on him because he didn't have a lot of experience last year. All that being said, I think the defenses are coming to play in this game, Marley. We added some key additions. Everybody know Daniel Hunter. He has 16.5 sacks with the Vikings. So great addition, along with our playmaker on the other side, Will Anderson Jr. So I believe our defensive line is set. And we have our safeties. I love our safety. Petrie is a savage. I love him.
Petrie, Stafford Cobra. That's the little league team I coach for. Former Stafford Cobra.
Okay. He's my favorite Texan player, bro, on defense because he hawks the ball.
For the kids too.
Yes. Shout out to Petrie, man. He hawks the ball. So I love how our defense is set up. You mentioned D'Amico Ryans came in here and just changed the defense ultimately because I mentioned we was giving up 150 yards before D'Amico Ryans came to this team. Now we're only giving up 100. Now, that being said, the running game is what we're going to have to improve. We only rushed 92 yards last year, under 100 yards. So
we need Mixon.
That's what I'm saying. The addiction of Joe Mixon is going to add to that run game. And Marley, if CJ Stroud can get a play action, it's going to be deadly, sir, because he has too many weapons to choose from, and you can't double team everybody. There's only so many players on the field. So guess what? Someone's going to be open. It's just all about if CJ can make the play. Now, protection is a must too. Offensive line, they have to protect them. But as we saw, CJ can make plays getting away from the pass.
I think we had the most different lineup starting.
Yeah, we was the most injured team last year.
Last year,
we was the number one injured team.
I think we'll be better than what we were.
You get what I'm saying? So we proved that we could play with adversity. We've already proved it. You get what I'm saying? So it's just all about the new weapons clicking, in my opinion. And like I mentioned, the run game has to be improved. We have to run the ball to keep these defenses honest.
So I say this. The run game, I think, I'm not going to automatically say we're going to rush for over 100 yards a game. But if we rushed for 92 last year, we literally had, I can't remember the exact number, but I know we had over 5 to 6 different offensive linemen starting groups.
Yes, we did.
So with the starting, just with us having cohesiveness this year and a legit starting group, and you add the addition of Joe Mixon, I think this just automatically means we're going to get better. I'm not saying it's going to be significantly better, but we need to average 100 yards or more a game.
I agree.
Is not going to cut it, but I think the line being healthy automatically at least has to improve it somewhat.
No, I agree 100%. And that's why I mentioned it, because that's what we're going to have to pay attention to going into the season, because I think every other aspect of our team is good. You get what I'm saying? We are a definitely playoff team, championship caliber. I really believe that with the team that we have. But all that being said, I took the under, Marley, and this is why. I just believe that I took the under. I took the under 49. Okay. And this is the reason why. Division game. You get what I'm saying? Not to mention, the Texans were number 1 in giveaways last year. We don't turn the ball over. We only have 14 giveaways. So we take care of the ball. So we don't turn the ball over. They can't get possessions. You get what I'm saying? So as long as we take care of the ball, hit field goals, because Fairburn, 14 field goals versus the division last year. I believe he's going to get a couple of field goals in this game. And I believe the Colts get a couple of field goals. Now, a touchdown, one of these teams are going to score a touchdown in the first half. You know what I'm saying? So as long as the second half stays under, I'm safe with the under. Because I believe both these teams are going to feel each other out. I think both defenses are going to play. And I believe that it's going to come down to probably the last possession of the game. Because I believe the Colts are going to want to make a statement at home, because it's a home game. Now, it'd be different if it was we were at home. I have a totally different mindset. But the fact we have to start on the road, because we had a losing record on the road last year. So the fact of that is, and we only averaged 1 touchdown on the road last year as well. So I believe that the field goal kicker is going to have to kick field goals in this game. Long as the defenses stay pat, I see a low total. Now, I can't call a win because the Colts, we beat them last year. But all that said, under.
No, I like it. I agree. I agree so much that I might even follow you on it. I'm definitely going to write that down. Put that in the back pocket. I definitely I like where you're going with that. I'm just not scared of the Colts. I'm really not.
I'm not scared either.
I think if they hit on Richardson, I think there'll be a team in years to come that we do have to, we're going to have to see them twice a year, and there could be some problems. But until I see it, I'm not in. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's a problem. I like our secondary over their receivers. I like our D-line over their offensive line. And if you want to give them Jonathan Taylor over the linebackers, fair enough. But I still think we win in the other categories. Especially, I think Richardson will turn the ball over. If we stop the run game, then and force them to throw, force them in 3rd and long situations where they have to throw the ball, then I don't. It's hard for me to see them keeping up with us in that aspect. If Richardson has a good day, then maybe I'm in trouble.
But he's one of the few quarterbacks that don't have equity in this league because he went out so early last year. So we really don't have any film on him to actually see what he could actually do. But the little that we did saw, like you say, he still has to prove it. We have to see
and
it.
And he gets hurt. So if we hit him hard enough with all the running he likes to do, then he's a big guy, but we've seen him go down. So I like the under though. I'm confident in the 3. Maybe I should have money lined it, but no, I feel like a field goal. I guess I'll take the push.
Yeah, there you go.
So
I can easily see
I
that
really
too.
think 2027.
That keeps me under right there.
I think we sweep them. I think we sweep the Titans. Maybe we split with the Jags, depending on how Travis Lawrence plays this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. Only my opinion. I'll do that game last. So we got 2 more games left, and this is one of them. I'm interested in what you think about the Rams. They're going on the road, taking on the Lions. What is this? A rematch of the divisional?
No, this was the wild card, wasn't it?
Wild card.
No. It was the divisional because the Rams played Tampa Bay first, and the Rams beat them, right? And then they had to go to Detroit because Detroit had a bye. Am I right?
So
No. The
Wild
Eagles
card?
played Tampa Bay. Remember? Then the Eagles played Tampa Bay in the playoffs, and then the Rams played Detroit the first game because the 49ers had to bye because it was only one bye this year. Remember? They didn't give 2 teams a bye in the conference. So it was the Rams in Detroit in the wild card first.
Wild card rematch. Good goddamn game.
Yeah. Rams could have won that game.
Over. I won on this game. Can't remember what I had. Lions team total over is what I think I had. First half. Anyway, I'm interested in this game. I don't know a lot about the Rams. I don't know how I feel about the Rams as a team right now. Obviously Matthew Stafford. But is he on his way out? Like, how many years do we got with Stafford? What is it? Punta Can? What's the receiver's name?
Cooper Kupp and
not Cup, but what's the other one? That came on last year. Punta.
I know you're talking about
Nakua.
Nakua.
Yeah. So we know he got some weapons to cook with. Obviously, you got McVay, and I made fun of Dan Campbell when he first got the job. Obviously, a lot of us did with the press conference and the biting the ankles. I never knew if he was succeeding. I just thought it was funny. But I love what he's done with Detroit. I don't know if he can sustain that in Detroit. I hope he can. I like golf. I like what he's doing out there. My girl's from Detroit. I want to go visit him today. 3.5 to open at home against a team like the Rams with a coach like McVay. I think that's a bit much for me, LJ. Matthew Stafford is familiar with not only this team, the city, the atmosphere. He's not going to get rattled by opening day in Detroit because that stadium is going to be rocking. The Lions are finally good. Oh, yeah. Definitely going to be jumping. I think they were in the Texans boat. Like, they caught a lot of teams off guard in the fact that, it's just the Lions. Well, that's not going to happen this year. And this was a tight game in the playoffs. So I like the revenge angle being on my side as well. I don't know if they win the game, but if you're going to give me more than a field goal with McVay, Cooper Kupp, and Punta Cana offensively and Stafford as my quarterback, I like my odds to at least keep it close. Now, I like the Lions. I like Gibbs. I like St. Brown, Amon-Ra. See you, boy. I like what they doing. Like I said, I love what Dan Campbell is doing. You talk about him and D'Amico Ryans came in and completely changed cultures of the football team. That's what people be saying when you change the culture. Not just getting some players. Like, we look at those teams. Nobody wanted to go to either one of those teams like 2 years ago. Nobody wanted to come to the Texans. like we were in purgatory. Nobody wanted to be. We were racist. We were a lot of shit. We sorry. Owner got problems. GM problems. Like, nobody wanted to come here. And D'Amico and Dan Campbell, like, just shout out to them. Like, they came and switched the whole culture. So, with all that being said, before I get to rambling on too long, LJ, I'm on the Rams and I'm taking the 3.5. I just feel like, one, it's too many points, and you're giving me a team that possibly can win this game outright. It's not out of anybody's. I don't think, at least it's not out of my mind, that this team can't go into Detroit and win the game. They almost went in and won in the playoff game. I can't remember the final score off the top of my head because I just told myself we're not using none of last year's stats. So I'm not looking all that shit up. But yeah, give me the Rams. Give me the 3.5 with McVay. Now Cooper Kupp and Puna Cannon for Stafford another year. I like it. I like my chances.
Hey man, I'm not mad at you. Both these teams can score the ball. 27 points, 24 points, Detroit and Rams. So I can easily see a lot of scoring in this game, Marley.
I was scared.
But all the offensive stats pretty much point to Detroit. They have a great offense. They put up points. They got playmakers in the backfield. They got hands on the receiver. They have an excellent tight end that could get down the field, make plays. So Jared Goff also has a lot of weapons that he can deal with to be effective. It's just all about if he's effective, And the fact that Detroit added some key additions to their defense, DJ Reader, excellent run stopper they got from the Bengals, Yes, but see, they added pieces to fix their issue last year, They added some safety help. So I see what they're doing to get better. So the offense is still straight. You got Jabril Gibbs. I think he's going to be a great, great, great prop this year, coming out the backfield, running in, catching touchdowns. So Matthew Stafford is still dealing with a hamstring injury, so I don't know how effective he's going to be dealing with that. Rams did not take the ball away last year, only 15, ranked 29th, so they didn't get extra possessions.
Didn't take the ball away neither.
I mean, they had 23. They did take the ball away better than the Rams, but the Detroit gave up 257 passing yards, which was ranked 31st. So I have to see them on defense fix that issue, giving up plays, because if you're scoring almost 30 points a game, but you're giving up, 24, 25, almost 32. So until I see that, I'm not going to pick a side, even though Detroit is very good at home. They're 19-8 against the spread at home since 2021, since Goff's been the quarterback. But I'm going to stick to the total. And I think it goes over, Marley. So I'm going to take over 51, simply because I believe the Rams can get you 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And I believe Detroit can get you 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So all that being said, I'm on the over. Detroit is 18-9 to the over.
3 touchdowns in the field goal.
2. Yeah, there you go. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Yes, I believe both teams put up 21 points at least 21 points, and then I could get some field goals here and there to go over that score. Right. So 18-9 to the over is Detroit since 2022. So I'm just going to stick to the trend. They put up points, but they also give up a lot of points too. So over 51 is my play.
All right. I'm with you. I was scared of it, but that's the way I would go. Like you said, both offenses score. Both quarterbacks are, don't need much help on the field. They're vets. Both of them have weapons. Both defenses have been suspect. It only makes sense. All right, man. Let's cap it off. This is Monday Nighter. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers plays more than 3 plays, 2 plays. I haven't really played the play last time.
Hey, was you on live watching that? All of us?
I wasn't on live, but I was watching live.
Bro, it was so heartbreaking, bro. We were so excited.
Yeah, imagine Jets fans. Extremely excited. So they're going on the road to take on the 49ers. The line is +4. I think it's actually gone up. I want to say it was like 3 initially, or 3.5 maybe. But the total is at 43. So I'll say this, LJ. I won't say I'm a believer in the Jets as far as the Jets can make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, I think they got, I won't say just as good as any chance as anybody else, but they do have pieces that can lead you to believe that, hey, if things line up their way, they get the right path, some shit falls for them the right way. That, they have a capable quarterback. They brought in Mike Williams. Brees Hall coming off an injury. Hopefully he's still. I'm going to assume he's still the same as 2025. ACL, MCL injuries don't really tend to. They're not what they used to be. So expect Hall to come back. The defense was pretty goddamn good last year. So you assume that, Sauce in the game can still keep it up. San Francisco, I don't know the numbers on this. I just feel like they weren't blowing teams out. Not the good teams that they played. And I don't know. I'm probably wrong on this, to be honest with you. I can't remember. I didn't look at my notes from last year. I just think I think San Francisco wins this game. I don't know if they cover the 4. I think Aaron Rodgers and them, I think the offense is going to be formidable. And I'm not going to say I'm not a believer in Brock Purdy. I'm a believer in Shanahan, McCaffrey. The offense is fucking explosive. I really want to take the over 43.5, honestly, because I think both offenses will have success. But I think Purdy might turn a ball over against this secondary. And I think Shanahan knows that. So I think he's not going to open it up as much. Probably should. So that kept me off of the over. And I feel like if that's the case, then it's either going to be an underplay. But if it's an underplay, then I feel like 4 points should be enough for me to cover as well. So that being said, I like the Jets +4. I'll make a decision on the total, which I'm going to take the under. But I don't want to give both plays on one shot. I'll make a decision on the total Friday. And I'm going to take the Jets +4.
Okay.
I think they can keep it close enough. I don't think this will be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be more of a defensive battle. Who doesn't make the mistake? So who has the better quarterback? I still think Aaron Rodgers is better than Brock Purdy decision-making. I mean, he's not young Aaron Rodgers anymore. I can't tell you the last time. It's a running joke on First Things First. I don't know the last time he threw for over 300 yards in the game, whatever they keep saying all the time. But one thing he doesn't do is turn the ball over. And the Jets had one of the worst quarterback plays along with the Steelers all of last year. So you got to think with that defense, Salah's coaching for his fucking job. So I'm going to take the 4. I don't know if they win. I think San Francisco wins. But I'm thinking we may get like a 13-17. That's a push for me. But I think I could get a 14-13, maybe even a 13-14, 2 field goals, touchdown, 2 touchdowns on the other side. I think we get a low-scoring type game. So give me a 4, man. Let me put that 4 in my back pocket. I don't think being on the road is going to rattle the Jets. They got a bunch of vets. That's one thing that kind of does scare me. They got a lot of vets. They're old as shit. So, but as long as they don't get hurt, I think they're okay. Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to put the offense in the right positions. Whether they execute or not is going to be. So I'll put the 4 in my pocket, and I'll make a decision on the total on Friday, but I'll lean under.
Okay, well, I made a decision. I'm going under. And I got it at 44. And this is the reason why. 49ers just signed Trenton Williams. They just signed Ayuk. These guys ain't practiced. These guys ain't played. Rusty. I believe they're going to be rusty. They're not going to be in rhythm. And you're dependent on Christian McCaffrey to be durable, get all these usage. I think he's going to probably wear down eventually. You only can do so much, especially against a defense like the Jets, because
this has to be their year.
I think the Jets defense is right below the Browns. Either one or two. You pick whichever one. But I just think the rush defense on Cleveland is better than the rush defense on the Jets. But the pass defense on the Jets is money. Their secondary cornerbacks locked down. So they're going to stop the run, Marley, and they're going to make Brock Purdy throw the ball because he has to prove that he can throw the ball. And you just mentioned Shanahan knows his quarterback. He's not stupid. Why put his quarterback in harm's way like that? So I think they're not going to open up the playbook as they usually do. This is the first game. We're going to feel each other out. Just try to get through this game healthy because I got a lot of things going on the offensive side and defensive side of the ball because the 49ers, they've had some turnover on defense as well. But the fact that Aaron Rodgers hasn't played in the season, I think he's going to be rusty as well. And I just look at a lot of handoff. Brees Hall, Christian McCaffrey, field goal kicks here and there. That puts me on the under 44. I bet as soon as it came out, minus 110, just because both these teams are still top 5 in the NFL. They don't give up points. So as long as that store takes under 44, I'm good. So under 44 is my play.
Gotcha. Like that. Yeah, I agree with that. I need to give it out before it changes. Hopefully by Friday it doesn't. But I'm gonna ride with the under 2. I'm gonna follow you on that Texans under 2. To be honest with you, I like that play. I definitely agree with it. Now I gotta narrow some of these bets down. I can't take all these bets on Sunday. Actually,
a couple parlays.
I'm gonna take all the bets. Well, I'm gonna take all the bets. Speaking of all the bets, those that missed the show, your boy. This is what I am on out of these games. I'm on the Ravens Ravens Chiefs Thursday night football. We're under 47. Packers, money line me, please. We're taking a point plus money over there. Cowboys Browns, we're gonna squeak past that total. We ain't gonna get past it too far, but we're gonna squeak past it. I think it's gonna get like 42, 43, no more than 44. Texans, I am a homer. Give me the -3. Rams, the Lions got to show me they can cover somebody before I give them at home -3.5. And then 49ers and Jets Monday Night Football. I personally think that it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be tight. Shanahan knows I can't be too risky with this kid, and let's just get out of here with a win. That's all we're trying to do. It's week 1, like LJ said. Ayuk, them, they just got there. He just got there. He wasn't there last week. He just got there this week. Just got there. Williams, he just got there. So, I had a couple comments that I did miss. I don't know what time I ain't in. Talk Sports with JT. What's good, JT? What's the damn deal? Be like, man, we gotta chop these up and catch the playback. LJ's plays are as follows. Oh, where did it go? Let's pop it back up. Why is it popping up? That's how it always popped up. I feel like that's not how it always popped up. I don't know why. Maybe I'm tripping. LJ, Thursday, Ravens and Chiefs. He said, put the 3 in my pocket. I don't know who's necessarily going to win, but it's going to be a low-scoring game. Worst case scenario, he believes he's going to push. I tend to agree. Also, he's on the Packers. He took the 2.5. We riding together on that one, but I said, fuck it, give me the money line. LJ said, give me that 2.5. Keep in mind, this game is in Brazil. Then we move on to Cowboys and Browns. Said, look, the Cowboys are electrifying, but it's only at home. On the road, they ain't about none of that shit. So give me the Browns money line.
Yes, sir.
Then we move on to the Texans and the Colts. Divisional game. Not quite sure how it's going to go. So he said, give me the under 49. I'm going to piggyback off that play. I'm going to ride with him. I tend to agree. I'm thinking 27-20. So falls right under that 49. Put that in our back pocket. Now we're on to the lines at the Rams. LJ's on the over 51. I like it. Both high-power offenses. Both quarterbacks tore up the league last year. Both are vets. Both got plenty of weapons on the outside and decent running game for the Lions. Over 51. I agree there. And then to wrap everything up, y'all just heard 49ers and Jets. He has the under 43.5. And I pretty much agree with that as well. I think it's going to be low scoring. Really good defenses on both sides of the ball. And like LJ said, Ayuk just got here. Wasn't there. Neither was Trent Williams.
Chilling.
I don't know how much shape they are in, football shape. They was at none of the preseason games. Got no work in. I mean, I know they've been working out on their own, or at least we got pass. I'm going to assume.
And not to mention primetime unders. It's always trendy.
Time.
Speaking of Monday Night Football, 14-7 last year to the under. Monday Night Football.
Right there. I wonder what was Thursday night. You got Thursday night under? Because I'm on that under.
The under? Oh no, not that stat. No, I only looked up Monday night. Yeah.
Well, that is the first episode of Brothers and Bets NFL show today. I see y'all next week. LJ, give us the plugs, big dog.
Man, follow me on Twitter at LJ Sports Media. Also, YouTube, go right now. Go like, go subscribe. Raw Words Podcast. You can type in LJ from Houston. It'll come up. We going live Friday. Marley back again. We're going to go down the whole card. We're going to give out our best props. We're going to just talk about the whole slate, give our opinions on everything because, like I said, NFL is back. This is the best time of the year. So go right now on YouTube, Raw Words Podcast. Subscribe right now.
Check it out, man. I'm going to see y'all over there on Friday nights and every Friday night talking NFL. It's really as simple as this. Want to make some money? Tune in. It's that simple. We ain't got to say nothing. Want to win some bread? Tune in. Guarantee you we will be over 50. We'll fall around 50 to 60 some percent this year. But we go shoot for 75.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. See if I still remember how to do this shit. I ain't know yesterday, but today or tomorrow, Thursday Night Football, smack their ass up. Sunday for the rest of the games, and Monday, Friday, all them other days. We go smack their ass up. Let me see. I was wrong, but that right there, that is Mr. LJ from H-Town. I am Marley Bet, and this is Brothers and Bets, and we're going ahead and coin this phrase. Like I always say, y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom. Ain't no problems. We gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays.